Lawsuit.org. Data finds Republicans are obsessed with searching for transgender porn. Closet cases. Republicans secretly love what they publicly hate. So far in 2022, more than 300 anti-LGBT bills have been proposed across 36 states, at least one-third of which are directed at trans youth. This surge, especially in anti-trans legislation from Republicans, stands in stark contrast to a startling fact. Republicans love transgender porn a lot. With more than 4.7 million transgender porn-related Google searches each month per Arefs.com, do Republicans represent those searching most? The answer seems to be a very clear yes. Here we have the she-male term search popularity by metro area. And as you can see, the areas in red are higher volume. The areas in blue are lower volume. And, wow. Wow. There's some pretty, left-wing areas here that are red, but that's a whole lot of the whole Rust Belt, pretty much, is pretty red. Now, the funniest thing, too... Okay, and I just want to say, to all the trans women watching right now, do you want to know what this data tells us? Do you want to know what this data tells you? Conservative men are willing to fap to you, but will not respect you as a human being and grant you rights. And if that doesn't make you a real woman, what does? What possibly could? Moving on. It gets even funnier when we look at the search term of femboy. The femboy related Google searches are whew. Wow. Wow. Texas loves femboys. This desert region seems to love femboys. Utah. Oh, God. Florida seems to love femboys. Holy shit. Washington State loves femboys. That's where I'm moving. Maybe I should go the femboy route. As a leftist man, I have two possibilities as to the route I can take to be an attractive guy in most leftist women's eyes. I can either become a femboy and take the easy route, or I can become a big, hulking muscle chad, which is the hard route. I'm hoping to take the hard route. Wow, but those femboy searches, huh? Listen, chat. We really need to, emphasize the fact that the loudest homophobes like to take the biggest cock in their assholes, okay? We need to go into deep depth about the sexual acts they enjoy as well. Because it's just funny, and they get triggered about it. Because this is data. This is data that proves conservatives are gay. And these are just the ones that have access to the internet. These are just the ones that aren't too boomer and too in the middle of nowhere to get internet and to be able to search for porn online. Consider the entire conservative demographic that isn't even able to access the internet to search for these topics. Imagine how red all of this would be. How red all of this would be. In fact, the more Republican they are, the more likely they seem to like it. Read below. To understand the Republicans' love for transgender-related porn, we scraped the daily Google search trend data from June 1st, 2022 to June 19th, 2022, segmented by DMA, metro area, and compared search volume to both 2020 election voting trends and public opinions about LGBT rights. The data tells a tragic tale of self-loathing closet cases. Republicans who privately get off sexually to trans folks while publicly trying to remove trans people's rights and stoking hate against them. Let's get into it. By the way, ask any trans girl who does OnlyFans about this, and she'll be like, you needed data to prove this point? I know you should use data to back up your points, but I can just imagine any trans woman online can probably say, wait, you needed data to prove that conservatives are weirdos about trans people? Oh, wow. Holy fucking shit. Oh boy. I follow some people that post their DMs on Twitter with some of the insane conservatives they run into, and it's wild. They'll fap, but they won't respect. Truly is crazy. Who is most obsessed with searching for trans porn? The map visualizations below shows the popularity of the 10 highest volume transgender porn related Google searches broken down by DMA, metro area county. Number 1 is Texas. Holy fucking shit. Number 2 is Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, Kansas, Virginia, North Carolina, Illinois, Mississippi, Tennessee, Ohio, Indiana, Arkansas, Iowa, Louisiana, Michigan, Oklahoma, Alabama, Florida, Pennsylvania. This is our first like lefty-ish state that we've gotten to. Our first like blue island state we've gotten to. Wichita Falls, Texas, and Lawton, Oklahoma. What? You mispronounced Arkansas? It's Arkansas. Wait, which one is this? Transgender porn-related terms. This is just broadly transgender-related terms. Same thing. The more red you get, the more you love trans porn. It seems. Holy fuck. Okay, that's a slur. Whew. The red states seem to love it. The more you hate them, the more you love them. Oh my god. You really can't argue against data, can you? You really can't argue against data. Listen. I cannot make it any more clear to you guys that hatred towards a group of people based on nothing but how they're born and who they are literally almost always comes from latent sexual frustration. It's really hard to find cases where that isn't true. It's almost always some sort of weird, latent sexual frustration. Please, for the love of God, get some therapy, become a normal person, and then maybe become a good partner to some trans girl one day. In a not weird chasery way, maybe. For God's sakes. We need to look at Bobby Singer's search history. No. In all seriousness, conservatives, every single one of them, all of the most homophobic conservatives are all quite gay. I'm going to start, carrying around Polaroids of gay porn in my pocket, so if I ever encounter a conservative and have to debate them, I can show them those Polaroids and take a look and see if they pop a boner and prove that they are in fact gay. Sometimes you just have to do that. It's what you gotta do. I'm sorry. No more memeing around. If you enjoyed this segment, please consider leaving a like, whether you're watching it live, after it's gone up as a VOD, or once it's gone up as its own segment. It really does help out the video and my channel a lot. And of course, if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe and ring the bell icon so YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload a new video. You can also see more from me on the internet by following my social medias, especially my Twitter, linked down in the description below. And finally, if you want to support me financially, as I am trying to raise money to get a house up in Seattle with a nice big yard for rent, that is a place where I can raise quail as part of my videos. Trust me, it'll be cool. You gotta see it for yourself to understand why, but it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, if you want to support that, you can donate, subscribe, or gift a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or you can support me on YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or through Patreon. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.